Hey everybody, happy Easter. I'm Pastor Jody and I'm really excited about what's getting ready to happen today. But the first thing you should know is Easter Jam is for everyone in your family. If you're a teenager, it's for you. If you're a parent, it's for you. If you're an older person, it's for you. If you're a little kid, it's for you. This is for everyone. So I want everybody to join in. The only way you're not going to have fun is if you don't participate. And not participating is not an option. You will not get a participation trophy if you do not participate. So I want you to look around, make sure everybody is with you. If not, pause if you need to and go get them. Because Easter Jam starts in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, welcome back. There's basically two kinds of people in this world. Those who like Peeps, these cute, squishy, little grainy marshmallows, and those who don't. Normal people, like me. Some of you may be a little extra, and they make them this size if you really like them. I don't know anybody that likes that much sugar. So, if you've got your Peeps, if you don't have Peeps, don't worry. Big marshmallows work the same way. We're going to have a jousting contest. So take your Peep and your toothpick. Stick the toothpick in your little precious little Peep and get them all set up like that, facing each other on a microwavable plate. Then we're going to put the plate in the microwave for 45 seconds. Now you're not going to cook it for the whole 45 seconds. Trust me, you will not want to cook it for 45 seconds. Believe me. Don't ask how I know, just trust me. You're going to cook it long enough for the marshmallow to start melting. And when it does, one of the Peeps will touch the other. Whichever one falls and jousts the other one first is the winner. As soon as one touches the other, you're going to want to stop the microwave. Trust me, stop the microwave. Don't forget to take pictures and upload them to social media using hashtag LWFC Easter Jam. So, if you've got all your supplies, go ahead and pause the video, take a minute, get ready, and when you're ready, joust away. Ready? Go! And I'll see you back here when you're done. So, how'd it go? Who won? Remember, if I don't see a picture, it didn't happen. Post it to social media, hashtag LWFC Easter Jam. I don't know about you, but this is what happened to mine. The blue won. It made a mess. Yuck. So for the next game, you're going to need socks. Doesn't matter if they're clean or dirty. About 10 to 20 pair would be great. You're going to need socks and a laundry basket. The more, the better. And bring them back here. While you're doing that and getting that ready, I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay. You have your socks and your basket. Great. What you're going to do is dump all the socks on one end of the room and put the basket on the other end of the room. Don't worry, they'll all get back in the basket. Now divide into 2 teams. Team A, Team B, Team 1, Team 2. I don't care what you call your team. Just be a team. Then what you're going to do is go to the pile of socks. You're going to grab a sock, dig through the pile, find the matching sock, put them together, roll it up into a ball like so, like a ball or an egg, and toss it in the basket. Got it? The one at the end of the game in 60 seconds, whoever has the most eggs in the basket is the winner. Now you're going to need 2 people to toss eggs and 2 scorekeepers. If you don't have scorekeepers, you're going to be on the honor system. Everybody's going to have to keep track of their own count. And don't lie. I'm talking to you, parents. So are you ready? If you still need a minute, I'll give you a minute. Go ahead and hit pause if you need a minute. Is everybody ready? Okay, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, families, come back over. Who won? Great job. Whoever won those 2 challenges, I want to make sure they get a huge prize. And if you won, your prize is you get to put away all the socks. Just kidding. Kinda. Parents, make sure that whoever won the contest, I still have peeps stuck in my mustache. Whoever won the contest, please make sure they get a special treat today, some kind of prize, whether they get to choose first on the candy or they get to go first for dinner. Make sure they get a prize. I hope you're having fun so far. Today is Easter. Today is maybe the happiest day in history. And why? You don't know why? Well, because of Jesus. Well, if you don't know the story, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I have another challenge for you. What's Easter without your peeps? So I want all of you to pause the video and follow the instructions for this next challenge. Pick one and follow through. Reach out to your peeps and wish them a happy Easter. I'll be here waiting when you get back. That sounds good. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got people here. So I'll call you back later, okay? Okay. Love you too. Bye. That was awesome. Got to talk to my family. Tell them happy Easter. So even though we're doing Easter a little different this year, it's still the happiest day of the year. Maybe the happiest day of history. Why? Because of what happened over 2,000 years ago on the very first Easter, when Jesus... Wait, I got a better idea. It's such a powerful story, but it's so simple that it can be told even with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others, After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow, I love that story. God loves us so much that he sent Jesus to remind us that he's bigger than anything that can happen in the world. He's bigger than COVID. He's bigger than lockdown. He's bigger than a tummy ache. He's bigger than your brother's BO. He's bigger than anything. And he loves us. He loves us so much he sent Jesus. He reminds us that because he's alive, I can. I can be strong because Jesus is alive. I can be courageous because Jesus is alive. I can overcome because Jesus is alive. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I can do all things because Jesus is alive. For your family, what can you do because Jesus is alive? Finish this sentence. I can what? Because Jesus is alive. Take a few minutes, pause the video, answer that question with your family, and then meet me back here. That's awesome. I love discussion questions like that because it helps us remember what God has done in the past to help us trust him in the present. and to help us trust Him in what's yet to come. By remembering the great things that God has done in our life, it helps bring peace. It helps bring hope to the situations we're facing today. And it gives us a hope to look forward to the future. I'm glad you joined us today, and I hope you had fun. Before we leave, there's one more challenge that I have for you. The first thing you'll need to do is figure out who in your family is the most tech-savvy person. It might be your mom or dad. It might be your grandpa. It might be a second grader. But whoever it is, you need to have that person figure out how the best way for you to make a happy memory by going outside or going someplace in your house and take a family picture. You can be all dressed up or you can be in your pajamas. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just make a happy memory with your family and share it with the rest of your Living Word family by posting it on social media, hashtag LWFC Easter Jam. Share that with us. We'd love to see your family. We'd love to be a part of the happy memories that you've got from this happy day. We're going to close out with one song to remind us what a happy day it is because Jesus is alive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
The greatest day in history. Death is bleeding, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. Cross the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.